today we're jumping into Bridgerton. This is season 2, episode 5. We have 3 more episodes to go, and we're going to be wrapping up season 2 of Bridgerton. This has been a very fun journey. I cannot believe how much I actually really do love this show. Kate is one of my favorite characters of the show. There's another character, I forgot her name because I watch so many shows and movies, so there's so many names that come and go, and no, I do not write notes. But the cousin of the Featheringtons, that for some reason her name has escaped me. I understand like a lot of your opinions of her. A lot of people like really, they go hard for her. They understand her, and I understand that she's had a rough life. And I understand her anger towards Colin a little bit. I just feel like the last time we saw her and Colin, I feel like, damn, I'm not gonna get back into it, but I feel like her anger and how nasty she was to Colin was just, it wasn't called for, okay? I really like Colin, and I just really don't really care for her that much. I don't even care for that much that I forgot her name, but let's move right along. Penelope! I can see slowly why people, some people don't really care for her, but I still really like the character because I understand. If you understand the cousin, I feel like you should understand Penelope, my personal opinion, because like they both have like a rough life, like, you know what I mean? That's my personal opinion. But then you're probably like, well, how rough of a life does she have? Like, yeah, I understand. Anyways, let's move right along. I'm really excited to jump more into the story. Kate's sister, Edwina, I think that's her name. She's engaged to the Viscount Anthony. And it's really crazy. Like, I'm like, what is going on? I don't know. Obviously, I have seen banners of Kate and the Viscount Anthony kissing. I have seen it. I have seen the banners. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how we got there. And I don't understand how the sister would be okay with it because she's really into him. And I also don't understand how Kate would be okay with even doing anything with him if they are engaged. Like, I need story. I need answers, and that's why we're jumping into the show. This show will be available for a full reaction, guys, for my 2nd, 3rd tier here on the platform that will always help copyright my shit, as well as my other platform, Patreon. So if you would like to see this in a full reaction, please join one of those platforms today. Please hit the like button, please share the video. Guys, don't forget to comment down below. That was the begging portion, and now we are done. Let's jump into the reaction of Bridgerton and find out exactly what Bridgerton has got to give. Oh Lord.
Michelle.
There is no talk of a special license, I would hope.
I believe a modest family affair would be most fitting.
No, that will not do. You must have it here in town. I shall host the nuptials myself.
Oh.
She is my diamond, after all. It is only right that I give you both a wedding worthy of that title. Let that gossip monger try to get the better of me now.
Kate, stop!
Can you believe it, Didi?
Nothing less for a true love match.
The thrilling delight of hazarding your all, but to a gamble with far higher stakes, cannot easily be undone.
Right.
It's met with both regret and sheer relief.
All the hubbub about Prudence's engagement, my mama has rather forgotten I exist.
You only knew.
Look at it.
You, Lord Featherington, was supposed to restore our fortune.
Force me into this ill-starred engagement. We would soon be living comfortably on Miss Cowper's ample dower. You'd simply call off the wedding and allow me to set my cap at Miss Cowper again.
I will think of something.
Well, you better think fast.
Oh, he's in school.
Soon you shall be just as jaded as the rest of us. One form is much like another.
I always think he's like gay, and he's not.
There is plenty of time to adjust it to your liking. The wedding is not for another month.
Reminds me, our carriages must still be polished to a shine and the horses' manes braided. The Queen might be hosting everything at the palace, but we must still be ready to entertain here.
Miss Edwina's sister.
What about her?
Ooh.
Will she come to live with us too?
It will be a boon to have another intelligent woman in the house.
Another?
There's the dinner to plan with Lady Danbury to welcome the Sharmas into the family.
I am attending a lecture this afternoon. Flower arranging.
For how long have you cared about flower arranging?
I'm an open-minded woman. I can care about many things.
Is it too much?
Oh, nothing is too much now that the Queen is hosting.
Did I tell you we will be married by the Archbishop himself?
Several times.
After all, this wedding is as much your triumph as mine.
I cannot claim credit.
I shall bestow it all the same.
You must enjoy it without me, Bon. Recall, I am to set sail soon after you wed.
And when the Viscount and I are blessed with children, you shall be their favourite aunt.
Put those silks down. Cotton will do for your trousseau.
Has my maid yet delivered that dress? That needs altering, Madame Delacroix.
Received your latest. It's been a busy week, has it not?
Wait, are my musings not offering you sufficient business?
Should there be limits to a woman's ambitions? There's always more to be achieved.
Poor Kate. I feel so bad for her.
This is the jeweler. We're here to have Miss Edwina's betrothal ring altered to fit.
But my sister and my mother have not yet returned home.
Of course. Then we shall trouble you no further.
Pardon?
I fancy a good lemon.
For you some refreshment, mister.
Brooks, only if you insist. 3 spoons of sugar and perhaps some sandwiches too, thank you.
Lemon cake is so good, though.
It is fine weather we're having, Miss Sharma, is it not? Is there another topic of conversation that would be more appropriate?
Meeting with this engagement.
On the contrary, I believe it is the most proper outcome for all. Nothing passed between us. I'm a gentleman.
But as in the library that night, then we, too, would be obliged to wed.
Let's both be glad we have avoided such an unthinkable fate.
Do you and your sister happen to share gloves? You may use your finger to size the ring.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
That shan't be necessary.
Nonsense.
Oh,
It
shit.
is a beautiful piece.
It is the ring my father gave to my mother before they were wed.
Lord Bridgerton?
They came to alter the ring. It appears to be stuck.
Well, Edwina is here now.
Yes.
Just another.
There. Lord and Lady Sheffield sent word. They are in London and wish to make your acquaintance and that of your future husband, of course. I shall invite them to the engagement dinner tomorrow.
I suddenly feel a headache coming on. Oh. Lady Danbury, would you be so kind as to chaperone my daughter? Oh, I should really stay with Mama.
You will escort me.
I wish you every happiness.
You know full well the pain my mother has suffered after their rejection of her.
Is this not the reconciliation you wished for? To reclaim the fortune you so desperately need?
Yes, but not until after the wedding.
I have to wonder if you might not secretly rejoice with the Viscount to break the engagement. They are betrothed. The Viscount made a charming proposal. Only a very great scandal would prevent this marriage from proceeding now. Only a fool would jeopardize the marriage now. Miss Sharma, are you that fool?
No.
Miss Sharma, perhaps you would be so kind as to accompany me on a turn around the lake.
The tired.
She would be delighted.
Very well, my lord. A turn would be most pleasant.
Opposite and my sister. I noticed that he was quite smitten with her the last time they met.
She barely knows the gentleman.
Nor did I you. At first, love moves swiftly, does it not?
Is that not so, Anthony?
Absolutely.
He has ruby mines in America. They are flourishing, I hear.
Anthony is to be married. Benedict has his artistic pursuit. Here I am, feeding the ducks.
Swan.
Where is your sister? Not seen her out today.
She mentioned something about flower arranging with you today.
Doesn't look like a place for shopping to me. I'm collecting a unique gift.
Day's labour, you know how little such grand talk serves a working man.
The radical idea that it is not best for women to rely.
I told you I don't know anything about your whistledown gossip.
It's not her I see today. It is that you yourself invited me to consider.
So you're an admirer of my work? You're a long way from Mayfair for writings that are merely serviceable.
Invention called a carriage that may convey a lady from one place to another. Eloise Bridgerton.
Pleased to meet you, Miss Eloise.
That's her type of man.
It is most refreshing in the water.
One of the things I enjoyed most when I visited India, I found the country most tranquil in nature.
The turtles and I became quite good friends.
It sounds idyllic.
Which is why I'm counting the days until I may return home. My mother and Edwina will remain here. I shall journey back alone. I shall teach. Become a governess, as you call it here. Enjoying an independent life, running my own household.
I've long thought to return to India myself.
Your travels do lead you there. Then I would be most happy to show you the places I know.
I should be working at the club, Alice.
We need more gentlemen members, and here they are.
You got the better of McKellen in just 2 rounds, is that not so? I've been known to plant a few faces in the ring myself.
You must pay a visit to Will's club and talk more. You will find it enlivening. So to our family's predicament will not be found disporting yourself in places of public resort.
You are supposed to be finding a way out of this mess, not drowning us even deeper in debt.
Trying to ruin us all.
Not when you're already making such fine work of it yourself.
He's kind of annoying.
That knot will never hold.
It is perfectly adequate.
Pardon me. Miss Charlotte.
Lord Bridgerton.
Oh my! Are you hurt?
Come now, it is not proper to stare.
I thought we were to walk, as we usually do.
My apologies, I'd quite forgotten. Forced to occupy my day with tedious wedding errands, which Mamma has listed me for yet again.
Well, she'll see you tomorrow then.
Of course.
It's her reticule. When she was out yesterday, I'll be happy to retrieve it. Where exactly did she visit? I warned her. The streets of Bloomsbury aren't fit for a lady.
Mr. Brooks here is just taking a look at some jewellery for me.
He should return us another date.
Nonsense, he's here now. And it is no trouble, is it? If it is of great value, I shall have to take more care.
It is rare to see stones this fine.
I shall be in communication with you should I require anything further.
No cake, then?
Another time.
Need I remind you those stones were as counterfeit as a £2 note?
If they're good enough to fool that nibbling owl of a man, then we may well make it through the season yet.
Prey's got a whole trunk of them, Mom. One bauble does not a fortune, mate.
Guys gonna fall in love with this girl.
I'm skilled at more than simply standing naked. Mister, though 2 of the founding members are women, we are still not yet allowed to enter the classroom. At least not while we're clothed. Care to take a turn? It is harder than it looks. Really need is a study of the male form. The naked form.
Oh, he's gonna do it. That's not naked.
It reminds me of the courtyard, the palace where we used to live. Nobody would blame you if you were to take sick, Mamma.
Lady Danbury has made it quite clear that it is necessary for all of us to attend.
When was the last time you saw them?
The night your dear father asked for my hand in marriage, I believe. So I had a choice to make between my family and my heart.
And did you ever regret that choice?
Your father and I were drawn together. It is a very powerful thing.
Still a rather high price to pay for love, I would think.
Even my parents' presence cannot mar the happiness that is the occasion. Edwina is to wed her heart's desire, and you have always wanted nothing more than your freedom.
Lord and Lady Sheffield's return is certainly a surprise.
I will be finished in a moment, Mother. We shall not be late.
Support your choice, but I must admit I am finding it quite difficult to continue to stay silent.
That the love match between you and Father was the exception, not the rule.
You should be excited to wed Miss Edwina, as if you are approaching the gallows instead. You must say something now, Anthony, before...
What I want is beside the point. I could never dishonour Miss Edwina by begging off now.
Gentleman cannot take back his word, but a woman may. It happens all the time with young ladies. If Miss Edwina were to call off the engagement, no one would find fault with her, releasing her from the obligation before any vows were exchanged.
She does not wish to end the engagement.
But does she know your true feelings on the matter?
What matters is my responsibility, which has always been to wed.
If you have doubts, do not simply set them aside. Break my heart to see you spend the rest of your life in regret. I dare say it would break your father's heart, too.
I've seen how ill at ease you are with the Viscount.
He has asked you to call him by his given name.
No, not yet. Do you think the Sheffields will like this dress?
There's something I must tell you about your grandparents and how they have in fact influenced our trip.
Our guests have arrived.
You may spare me the instruction, Lady Danbury. I know I am to be on my best behaviour.
I'm hosting this dinner for your sake. Access to the Sheffield fortune would certainly be a fine reward, would it not? No mere consolation. Indeed, many would think it the better prize. Who else is a woman left with but herself? Ah, Lord and Lady Sheffield, it has been too long.
She quite as lovely as the report said.
You are too kind.
I wish to know everything about you. Do you enjoy dancing?
It's been too long since we have seen you both in town, Lord and Lady Sheffield.
Yes, indeed it has.
I do enjoy the opera.
Yeah.
My sister Kate is the one who introduced me to it.
Shall we go through to dinner?
Oh, yes, come with me, chat.
Do you shoot?
We have a fine stock of birds, and you're always welcome.
Two of them almost bagged a stag on our trip to the country.
Do they teach young ladies to shoot in India?
Only the fortunate ones.
How long do you plan to remain in town? No, we should stay for the wedding. Queen herself overseeing my granddaughter's nuptial. After everything that has happened.
No. We're all family.
Even after our daughter so callously rejected the match we had found for her.
Delicious, Lady Danbury. You must have your cook give mine the recipe.
And all for what? A mere clerk, was he? And with a child,
We
we could
ask
not show our faces in society for years. Sailed away from all of us with that man, robbing us of our grandchild.
Grandchildren. The choice to shun us was yours alone.
I beg you.
And do not think I took it lightly. Your cruelty. You did us all a great service. You cast me out. What you did was set me free.
Speak of scorning riches, and yet you have come crawling back to snatch at our fortune. Oh, you may not, but your daughter certainly does. She must marry a man of good English breed.
What are they talking about?
What have you done, Anthony? Did you know about this?
I can only think that you have been exiled from good society because of your deficient manners rather than for any other sin. Lady Mary has done admirably in raising her daughters. They are intelligent, kind. You may leave at once.
You cannot be serious.
Please be so kind as to send for Lord and Lady Sheffield's carriage.
If you think you shall inherit a single sovereign now, you are sorely mistaken.
They were evil. They were dreadful.
Thank you for the evening, Lady Danbury. It was quite enlightening.
You lied to me. Please, Bon. Lord Bridgerton, I beg a word.
We must be going.
You only wish for the best for her. You cannot be angry at her.
No, I'm not. Take it there is to be no dowry, now that the Sheffields have withdrawn their support. But clearly, both Miss Edwina and I have been misled. And it is best to call off this doomed engagement.
All along, you have been set on marrying my sister, despite my every objection.
Made this match impossible.
But I am leaving for India.
And it is now far enough. This earth that you could travel to, far away enough, to free me from this torment. My father raised me to act with honor, but that honor is hanging by a thread. You are the bane of my existence, and the object of all my desires. Do you even know all the ways a lady can be seduced?
The door's open!
By these feelings. Being driven to distraction every time you enter the room.
If I wed your sister, it will bind me and you together for eternity. Of my marriage, wanting you, dreaming of you, and the future that you want for us, for your sister.
I just love her.
Must we sit around like statues?
Not received any invitations you may have overlooked for the evening.
No, Mom.
It is not as if you arranged to meet Cousin Jack in that orangery, did you?
A single invitation since arriving back from the country.
I shall alert the postal clerk.
For years, I have suffered the indignities of the Ton's disdain. You're spoken for. Oh, we're outcasts again.
All the more reason to end this sham of an engagement.
Lord Cowper, what business did he have with you?
He wishes to invest in the mine. No rubies to be found.
And how are they to know the difference? Are they to board a ship to the Americas? The future of this family hangs in the balance, my lord. Get them to invest. Take every pound that they offer. I shall never have to suffer the disdain of the Ton again.
Since the Viscount has been courting me, I have sensed you are not being entirely truthful. You did not trust me enough to tell me what was really going on.
Of their stipulations, I saw an answer to all our troubles. It has weighed on me every day.
I am not a little girl anymore, Kate. If Lord Bridgerton does not wish to end our engagement, then the Sheffield fortune would not matter, would it? I am sure the Viscount will provide for you and Mamma too. What burden would it be to marry the person I love? I want nothing more than to be his wife.
Kate, tell her.
But he will have to forgive us.
That I do not know.
Do not tell me you've travelled at this ungodly hour to offer more corrections of my writing.
Come to ask for your discernment.
Is that so?
Perhaps your means of communicating them leaves much to be desired.
Duty. I have often thought it the bond that holds our fragile society together. Such duty is in conflict with the heart's true desire. Will the parties in question heed my warning? Turn back to duty and away from desire.
I see you continue here with your morning ride.
As do you, it seems. Have you decided what you will do?
I will talk with Miss Edwina today and see my way to ending things. It will be as if we had never met.
You cannot do that.
Miss Charlotte,
you cannot break my sister's heart. Could not live with myself if I robbed her of her happiness and the future she deserved. I will not be the cause of you losing your honor, any more than I can stand to see Edwina in pain. Please, Lord Bridgerton. Anthony, you must marry my sister. You must marry her as soon as you can. It will become tenable, it will become bearable, and soon enough it will be as if we never felt it at all.
Very well. I shall see that the wedding shall take place as soon as possible.
Damn. Well. Oh my God, this episode, y'all, like, it was too much. You know what it is? I think, let me tell you guys something. When I do recordings or recording myself to do reactions, I had to remember, eat something before you watch something, because I get so frustrated. Like, I think I was angry at every character, and it's not because they're doing anything different than they have been doing this whole season, but it's because I really just want like a slice of pizza. So like, I have been sitting here battling my anger and trying not to say something that could ruin my friendships with all of these characters. So I just kind of sat here politely until the grandparents, the Sheffields, came through. They remind me of so many fucking like grandparents. No shade. And not my grandparents. My grandparents were amazing. But so many people that I actually know, which is kind of crazy. Like, and some people who probably saw that episode probably wouldn't believe that some grandparents would actually just throw out all their business. Like, they came there for drama. And there are people that are like that out there, which is not now. Now in this day and age, it's not hard to fathom. But she came there guns a-blazing. First off, I was doing my best not to read that lady, because she's an actress and she's playing her role, and she played it very well, to the point where I was about to read her for effing filth. I was gonna start at her head size and then start, like, I would continue. And I'm like, don't do that to that lady. She is just an actress playing a character. Do not read her. So I refused to say what was going on in my head. But she played she played a character that we did not like and wanted off the scene very well. And I'm happy. I don't know why Miss Lady Danbury or Lady Danbury didn't think that was going to happen. Like, you didn't. And Lady Danbury is a very smart lady, so I feel like back of her head, she like knew what was going on, but she was kind of over Kate. So she was like, here's a little nudge to make you understand I am Lady Danbury. So that whole situation happened. Then I kind of, because I'm hangry, I started getting irritated by Kate's sister. But I had to remember that the character, you see how I balanced myself? I had to remember that the character is a young character, right? And she's just looking for love. She's swooped up in this love with Anthony, not knowing that he's gay in real life. And he don't want none of y'all. But yeah, so, you know, I was trying not to read her down for filth, because she was just going on and on and on and on and on and on about it. And like, I felt so bad for Kate, and I was like, oh my God, shut up, Shama. But there's that. Then the only character that I didn't get mad about, I got mad at Lady Danbury for like 2.5 seconds, and then I got over it because I was like, oh my God, she's so smart, she's so amazing. Like, who could dislike her? I love Lady Bridgerton, and I love Shama, Kate and Edwina's mother. I think Miss Shama, that's her name, right? She's amazing. She doesn't really speak much. She comes and she goes in this season, but when she spoke, I was sitting upright wondering why this ring light was so bright, and I was like, damn, read her for filth. She let go of all of the stuff that she's been holding in, and damn, you deserve it. Like, go ahead, girl. This is your time to shine, and she shined bright. I actually forgot that Kate did not let her mom know about the whole plan, what's going on. I thought the mom and Kate were both in it, so I was kind of confused about that for 2.5 seconds, but then I realized after that the mom actually had no idea because she's so pure of heart. Lady Bridgerton is just amazing. She's always there giving words of encouragement. The three favorite women on this show for me is Lady Bridgerton, Lady Danbury, and Miss Sharma, if that's her name. If that's not her name, then the mother. Then Penelope, like, she's just so effing nosy, but like, I like her, but I was like, girl, I'm hangry, so you need to just relax with you in these bright outfits. I think that Penelope would be a great standing figure for like anytime Easter comes. Like, it's season three should come out around Easter and like put her as the poster. Like, she would be perfect. These bright ass colors, she looks like a whole egg. Shut up, Andres, you're hangry, you need a Snicker. But yeah, so Penelope, she was doing her big one, I guess. I actually really love Penelope's sister, whose name I never know. I think she's so effing funny, and I really like her. I actually feel bad for her fiance. At first, I was like, I don't know if I like him, but now I really like him, and now I'm starting not to like the mother, but I'm like, I will never dislike her because of her role in Spartacus? No. Rome. Her role in Rome gathered me all the way together. So every time she kind of irritated me at this episode, I just remembered her in Rome. You guys haven't seen Rome, check it out. It's an amazing show. Let's see what other characters pissed me off. It was great to see, what was his name? Not Colin, not Anthony, the artist. Him naked. Shout out to him. That's all I have to say. Moving right along. His storyline kind of bores me, but he's very attractive with his clothes off. With his clothes on, I'm like, okay, average. But his clothes off, he was actually very, very attractive. So shout out to his naked body. Eloise kind of bores me, and I don't know why. I actually like her, and I love what she stands for. I love that she's such a powerful woman, and that she doesn't believe that being settled down and being married to a man will make or break her. She is an independent woman. If she could be part of Destiny's Child and Independent Women, which I was about to sing for y'all, but I can't remember how it goes, she would be perfect. Like, she's amazing. But I just don't really care about her storyline. I'm like, oh, there's Eloise, and she's gonna talk really fast, and I have to like listen very, very closely because she has a very strong accent, and I just don't know what she ever says. Even with closed capturing, I'm still like ADD full effect. But I can see her love interest is going to be that guy, and I think that's a perfect match. Shout out to that, and shout out to the naked Bridgerton and his perfect match. Dear Colin, like, I always hit my ring light. Dear Colin, like, he is one of my favorite Bridgertons, but I think I like him so much because he shades Penelope every time they're on the scene together. He just shades her, and there's nothing that she could do. So she just stands there in her Easter egg outfit and looking like the Easter Bunny, and she just like kind of just pays it. But Colin, he needs a storyline, and I hope that after we resolve the whole Anthony and Kate situation, that is also. Let me finish the sentence. After we're done solving Kate and Anthony, I hope we get into Colin. I want Colin to be happy. He's like just a cute little teddy bear, and you want to like, do you guys know what a Build-A-Bear is? He is a Build-A-Bear, and I love him. Now, Kate and Anthony, I think because I'm hangry, I'm kind of like, oh my god, this storyline is dragging out. Thank God there's only 3 episodes left. But I bet you next time when I watch the show that I'm definitely gonna eat probably like a pasta and like something. I'm so hungry. But like this episode, they were like dragging out, and I was like, oh god, just kiss. All of this, like, I hope they brush their teeth with Colgate, because they be breathing. I would be pissed if one of them, their breath stunk. Like, if I had to act that scene out and like they just breath. It's just every time they get close to each other, I'm like, oof. dark energy. But yeah, like they're always just breathing on each other. Ugh, oh God, I hope they got paid a cute check. I bet you right now they're on strike at SAG with their freaking signs. Definitely wanting some revenue from their breathing on each other for the whole damn season. Is this waving annoying? Because it's annoying me. I told you guys, I have ADD. So if anybody does not know anybody who has ADD or doesn't have it themselves, I mean, I don't have that bad. But like you guys can see where the problem lies, right? Great channel. Great channel. But yeah, so anyways, I would rate this episode a 9. It was very strong. All our characters were giving. I'm just effing hungry, as I said. So like, everybody was irritating me, but that's real life. Like, you know what I mean? You win some, you lose some. But I hope that the next episode, I mean, we only have 3 episodes left, guys. So by that time, what's in 3 episodes? Yeah, we have 3 episodes left. I mean, they definitely hit us with like letting us know that we're about to wrap up this storyline. By this time, I need movement. Like, what's gonna happen? I feel really bad for Kate's sister because I know that they're not gonna get married. And if they do get married, what a storyline. But like, I'm ready to find out what's gonna happen. I think that's where I am at right now at this moment. But I promise you, by the next reaction, I will definitely not be hangry, and I probably would want the story to keep going on and on and on, because I actually really like these characters. And then after this, we're getting into Queen Charlotte, and we're not going to have these characters except for Lady Danbury, apparently, because that's when we're going to learn about Lady Danbury and the Queen and why they're so close. Talking about the Queen, she comes and she goes, but I really like her when she does come. But like, you know, she's another one in the storyline. But I think she plays it well. Shout out to the Queen. Coming in, collecting a check, and leaving. But shout out to everybody else. Shout out to y'all since we're doing shout outs. And thank you guys so much for being here. Comment down below, guys. Please hit that like button. I'm always watching that like button. And please share this video. I actually have this new tool now that actually lets me know when people share my stuff. And last week I only had 9 shares. So if all of you guys are enjoying this reaction, can you guys please share this reaction? I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start announcing how many times I get shared. And I'm gonna get upset about it. Okay, you see how SAG is on strike, y'all? If I don't get some shares and likes, y'all, I'm gonna go on strike too. I will not do a reaction. And then you're all gonna unsubscribe, and then I'm gonna go away. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I love y'all, and I can't wait to see you guys next time with more Bridgerton.